Oh, geez. Okay, well, all right, we're going live, and this camera is literally blocking my face. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Foxhole. We are about to do an unboxing, I guess, is what you might call it. All right. Online with us, I have John Kimber, of course. You guys probably know him from the other videos. And I have Andrew Seidman, who is a close friend of mine and has been for many years. He's what I would consider an expert in the field of magic and in the did I say in the film of magic? In the field of magic? Say hi, Andrew. No? Can I not hear Andrew?
Sorry. How's it going, everybody? Can you hear me?
You'll probably hear your own self if you're on through the YouTube and through your own headset at the same time.
Glad to be here.
All right. So we're going to open these boxes. Today we have about $1,000 of Double Masters today to take a peek at. We have 2 of the booster boxes that we're going to open, and we have a whole 4-pack of the VIP kits. That's interesting. So we'll do those VIP kits last. They're going to just sit down in the bottom of the corner of our screen until we're ready. And then we're going to open these guys. And of course we have a lag time. That's awesome. Andrew, are you noticing a lag?
Yeah, there's a slight lag. I wouldn't worry about it too much.
Okay, then we're just going to continue on, and I'll go at a slow pace so that we don't get too behind ourselves. So I can't tell what they can and can't see yet because it's all, I have a long lag time, it looks like. Okay, so like I said, we have $1,000 of Double Masters. We have Andrew on the line because Andrew knows a lot about magic, and he has been checking out magic for many, many years. So, oh, it's noon. It's noon, everybody. That's Bob's noon alarm clock so that he remembers to take his meds.
And did you take your meds?
I did this morning. Yes. It's kind of like the noon o'clock one is kind of like the last one. Like, did you forget, Bob? No, Bob didn't forget today. Okay. So here we have it. This is box number 1.
And we'll be going through the rare and mythic pulls with you guys to show you what's good in this set, what's hot right now, what's high priced, what's low priced, what's low priced and probably shouldn't be. There's a lot of very good cards that have dropped a lot in this set.
Okay. So the big question is, do we save the box toppers for the end, or do we
I think
open
you do
them?
the box toppers last.
Yeah, I think so too. I'm going to set them right here so that you can kind of see that. And I'm going to start opening Double Masters packs. Here we go. So the thing about this is that they all have 2 rare or mythic rare cards, and they all have a foil, right? So we're going to just dig through commons and uncommons real fast. And I'm going to set them off to the side. Hinder, Sphinx, Rush of Knowledge, Inkwell Leviathan, Phyrexian Metamorph, and our foil for this pack.
I need gloves.
Oh, you need gloves. Actually, I need to probably
Sleeve them.
Okay, so it's going to go a little bit slower than we were expecting because I forgot about sleeving cards. The beauty of doing everything live, right? Okay, so
So we have Inkwell Leviathan.
Inkwell Leviathan, Phyrexian Metamorph. We have 2 foils, and oh, that's a new little Thopter image, right? This is a new
Token?
yeah,
No.
yeah, it's a token. So every pack has 2 foils, and I'm going to set those off to the side for now, unless they are something that's of high value or importance. And I'm going to continue on, opening pack number 2. This is going slow. I'm doing it all upside down. So, clue token. Deathclot Cobra foil. Sift foil. Oh my god, you guys. That is a gorgeous foiling on the Sift. I don't know if you guys have they done Sift and foil before? Do you know, Andrew?
I don't know. I can look it up.
Oh,
real
look at
quick,
that.
Actually.
This is a Blood Moon. We
Yes,
also got
Sift would have been done in foil in 9th and 10th edition.
Okay, so that Sift has probably been in foil before. So we have a Blood Moon.
The Blood Moon is good.
Blood Moon is good. We like that.
Certainly one of the chase cards.
That is a, yeah. So we're going to put that guy in the sleeve. Planning the double rares is a little bit more than I was expecting because I'm having to sleeve at least 2 cards out of every pack instead of only sleeving the one. Just cutting my time way down. Oh, Tuk Tuk the Return token in this. That's cool. I didn't know that Tuk Tuk was here. There's a
he goes with one of the Goblin cards. I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, it's called Tuk Tuk the Explorer.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's Lineon. Oh, Maelstrom Nexus.
Maelstrom Nexus is fun.
Yeah, that's a good pull right there. Our first mythic rare is in pack number 3. That's not bad at all. I'm not upset. And we're going to just get them sleeved up real quick here. It's a good looking card. Maelstrom Nexus is one of those rainbow color cards, all 5 colors. Alright, continuing on. Here we go. Oh, one of the worm tokens for the, what do they call that thing?
Worm tokens are good. Wurmcoil Engine has indeed seen a reprint.
Yes.
And is one of the cards that's probably good to pick up singles of. There you go.
Yeah. So remember that
one of the swords. The swords are almost universally becoming the most valuable cards in this set. After Force of Will, Mana Crypt, and Jason Mind Sculptor.
Of course.
Sword of Feast and Famine is... Which one did you pull there?
Sword of Light and Shadow?
Yeah, Sword of Light and Shadow is about $25 right now.
And did you see also in that package the Fulminator Mage?
Fulminator Mage is great.
That's a good package.
Fulminator Mage is one of those cards we recommend that people pick up playsets of because they've dropped to about $2. It used to be historically anywhere between 10 and 20.
Yeah, so Fulminator Mages, guys, if you're looking for them, now's the time to pick up a set. Oh. Okay.
What is that?
Which one? The Peace Strider? Those are just the foils.
Just the foils, okay.
Yep, those are the 2 foils. Oh, there's a Voice of Resurgence and the Fetid Heath.
Very nice. It's one of the filter lands. All 10 of the filter lands have been reprinted in this set.
Is this one of the... How many times have filter lands been reprinted?
Let me look. That's a good question. Which one did you have? Do you have there?
That's the Fetid Heath.
Fetid Heath. Fetid Heath. Fetid Heath has had, this is the 2nd reprint, actually the 3rd if you count the expeditions.
Oh yeah, because it had an expedition.
It had an expedition. All the filter lands had an expedition version. And then Masters 25 had, I'm trying to remember if it had 5 of the lands or all 10 of them, but it had a reprint in Masters 25 as well.
Oh, okay. So it's been printed a couple of times, but again, it's one of those rare lands that, you know, sometimes...
Toxic Deluge is an interesting pull for you there.
Toxic Deluge?
Yeah, it's actually worth about $17, $18 right now.
Well, how about that?
Yeah, and it's that's because it is... Give me a moment here. I'm going to keep Gatherer open while we use this. For people who don't know, gatherer.wizards.com is a great place to look up reprint information.
Gatherer.wizards.com?
Toxic Deluge is a legacy. It's one of the more popular forms of removal in Legacy because you pay X life instead of having a mana cost that's associated. It costs 3 mana and you pay X life, and you can make all creatures get -X until the end of the turn. And so it's used in Legacy to help remove, really serious stuff that drops at the beginning of the game.
Okay.
If someone manages to cheat out an Emrakul, you can pay 15 life and get rid of it.
We also got the Savageborn Hydra and the Glimmervoid.
And you got the Glimmervoid.
Yeah.
And Glimmervoid's one of those ones that we wanted to discuss today because that is almost certainly one of the cards in this set that should be, if you're interested in it, you should purchase a playset of it because it is a card that used to be $30 to $40 and it's now $2 a piece.
Wow. All right, so I have the Fetid Heath. It looks like it's only about
378.
Yeah, well, 572 right below it. Why would we do near mint if it's more expensive? So yeah, the Fetid Heath on TCG Player is about $5, which is not bad.
We haven't had anything of substantial value. The Blood Moon was $6.71 or something like that.
Stoneforge.
There's the Basilisk Collar.
And the Basilisk Collar, yeah.
Sunforger is interesting. It's never been a valuable card. I like it, but it's definitely an interesting card. But the Basilisk Collar has always been worth about $5.
Oh, okay.
Depends a little bit more. Depends on how it is in the meta.
Yeah. So for those of you who watch this later, these cards are all available. I'm going to say it a bunch of times. Currently, these cards will be available on TCG Player. If you want to look up Bob and Fred's, it's our shop. And you can get all of these things. Oh, there's a copy token. That's interesting. We've only had 3 uncommon foils so far. Most of them have been common. That's, it's a master set. Oh,
what was that? That wasn't a... There's no Primeval Titan in this set, is there?
I don't think so.
No.
No, that's the Rias Redeemed.
Rist Redeemed.
Rist Redeemed.
Popular in the Elf decks.
And then we have the Disciple of Bolas. I think it's interesting that they brought Abrade back. I think Abrade is...
brought what back?
Abrade?
Oh, Braids. Yeah, there's the alternate universe version of Braids, where she's not insane, is the one that was reprinted for this set.
There's the Seraph Sphinx in foil. Oh, are you? I'm forgetting my job, you guys. This is all new. Every time we've done this...
Yeah, we always recommend putting rares and valuable cards, some foils, in
sleeves immediately.
Sleeves, the way that Bob is doing right now. Because it will vastly help to maintain and improve the condition of the cards.
2150.
So
or 2491 in light.
So on TCG Player.
Is that a Cyclonic Rift right there?
That is a Cyclonic Rift.
One of the cards that was $15 before this reprint and is now about $1.
$1? That's awesome.
$1 to $2, yeah.
That's what we like to do.
That and Heartbeat of Spring are commander cards that have gotten... They were mostly valuable because they were out of print.
And there's the Sunken. That's interesting. There's the Fatal Push.
Yeah, Fatal Pushes are another card that used to be about $5 to $10. They're one of the uncommons from this set that's important.
Yeah, we have
maybe commons, I don't know, but they're another good buy because they're played all the time in Modern.
Yeah,
and they are very good cards. Another one that's down to about $1 or $2.
Thopter Foundry foil.
That's a good foil to pull, actually.
It's a gorgeous looking card too.
I'm not aware that anyone's playing Thopter Sword right now, but somebody might again.
Sharum
the Hegemon.
The Hegemon. Yep. And Heat Shimmer.
Yeah, Heat Shimmer is another one of those that's, let me see. not particularly
I also
valuable.
the Thopter Foundry. We have the foil and the non-foil version in the same pack.
Of the Thopter Foundry?
That's kind of interesting. I wonder what the chances of that are. Oh, the Awakening Zone.
Awakening.
This is the foil version of the Awakening Zone. That's our first foil rare right there. And because it's double masters, we still have two. Oh, we still have two rares in this pack, even though we got a rare foil. So that's kind of cool. Greater Good is the rare from that pack, and something that looks like it might be kind of cool is the Mox Opal. Oh my!
Oh, there you go. That's certainly your top pull from this set so far.
Yeah.
Even though Mox Opal is a great card. It's played in all kinds of artifact decks that are primarily artifacts, particularly decks like Affinity and I believe what used to be called Eggs as well. You use it in decks that can put out 3 artifacts on turn 1 or turn 2, and then you just get. You can add 1 mana of any color.
I just pulled a.
It has recently been banned in Modern, but is still about $40.
Mox Opal is banned?
Yeah, Mox Opal got banned. You didn't hear about that?
No. We just
pulled there you go. You got
the tower in foil.
Here's this tower?
Yeah, that's the foil tower. This is the Wrath of God.
Oh, you got a foil tower. That's great.
Yeah, foil tower.
Let me know if you pull any of the full art.
Yeah, we haven't pulled.
Are the full art foils only in the box toppers, or?
I don't know. Oh, that same pack has a regular tower. That's interesting.
That's good.
We haven't looked through any of the commons. So
one thing about this set is there's the full art Urza lands are there's a set of 3 of them that has art that forms a continuous panorama.
Really?
If you have all 3 of them together, and
that's really cool.
Very good looking cards.
That is really cool.
Mox Opal is 34.17.
Yep, Mox Opal is in our system right now for 34.17, people. Oh, I can see it now. Grand Architect. That's nice.
Grand Architect is fun, mostly known for an infinite combo with Pilipala.
But for those of you who are paying attention and looking closely, that is a Force of Will right underneath there.
Well, there you go. You just pulled the top rare in the set, worth about $100.
The Force of
Will? Top
Will?
mythic, I should say.
It's worth about how much?
About $100.
Well, there it is. So, and they put that into Legacy, right? Force of Will is one of the few cards that went into Legacy early.
Well, it just never came out.
It never came out of
Legacy,
right?
Days.
Because it was printed in that older set, right?
Force of Will, I'll look it up. Force of Will is from one of the very old sets.
I want to say something.
Turns out it's important because it's one of the only counter spells in the game you can cast without mana.
Yeah, and it's a turn 0 cast. You don't
$92.
It's at $92 for that Force of Will.
Well, 91.2 with our shipping.
Was printed in Alliances originally.
Alliances, yes. For those of you who know, Alliances.
The original Ice Age block.
What's that?
The original Ice Age block.
Yes. Alliances was almost a flop because right before it was Fallen Empires, and so and Chronicles were all there at the same time, and everyone thought those were throwaway sets for many years, and then not too many years afterward, people realized that the Force of Will being a turn 0 counterspell, and people were literally.
It's the only thing that can stop some of the turn 1 combos. It's actually even more important in Vintage than it is in Legacy because in Vintage, in law, it's often win on turn 1 or don't win at all, and Force of Will is about the only card that can stop a turn 1.
Oh, interesting.
In Vintage.
Oblivion
Foil Cathartic
Stone.
Reunion, that's good.
What is?
The Foil Cathartic Reunion.
Oh yeah, that's a gorgeous looking card. The foiling
The
in
Cathartic
this set,
Reunion is played in a lot of the decks that used to run Faithless Looting.
there's the O-Stone.
Oblivion Stone, there's another value card to pick up playsets of while it's cheap because Oblivion Stones used to be $15 to $20, and they're now about $5 last I checked.
Yeah, so pick up the playsets of Oblivion Stones if you are doing this for the long game and you want money. Then those ones are probably
Or
going to be
just good cards.
Yeah, they are good cards just in general, right?
$80 for a playset next time they go back up to $20.
Okay.
Now, it's important to note that, a lot of these things that we're pointing out that are cheap cards right now, they may not go back up for a while. Reprints often depress a price for several months after the release of the set. But, they're good cards. They're cards that are historically worth, as much as we're telling you guys in terms of their play value. And right now, they just happen to be very, very low. And it's always a good opportunity to get cheap play sets when a reprint has depressed a price.
So
What have we got there?
how do I know? Oh, so I pulled up the Magnus of the Abyss and the Lux Cannon.
Interesting.
How do you know what?
Magus of the Abyss?
Yeah, Magus.
Magus, as in like mage.
Yes.
A couple of the mages have been reprinted.
There's a Payne Smith foil.
Interesting.
The Mere Retriever foil.
Huh.
Those are really useful in your Duretti decks if you're playing Duretti, the Mere Returners.
The commander decks.
Yeah.
Skirstag High Priest. Always a card that I thought should have found a home somewhere, and it hasn't really yet.
It still hasn't found a home yet.
Mm-mm.
Rage Reflection. Creatures you control have double strike. Wow, that's kind of a big deal.
Yeah, it's pretty pricey as far as mana cost. It's very hard to cast.
Yeah, 6. So should I have been looking through all of these commons to find whatever they're called?
No,
like
I wouldn't.
showcases or full
You
arts
can
or
do it later. There's not a huge lot of value in the commons and uncommons.
dismantle?
Like the most valuable uncommon in the set is Manamorphose, which is about $4.
Wow. Angel of the Dawn.
And Oubliette and Lightning Greaves. And Mishra's Bauble, those are the other chase.
We have pulled.
Have to exile too.
That's a double mythic pack right there, baby.
Wow. Which mythics do we have?
Grab-
Scarab God.
Scarab
Scarab
God?
God is worth a lot. Scarab God is I can't remember if he's still well, he's used to be worth a lot. He's down to about $14 right now, but
Okay.
let me see. I'm trying to remember.
Darksteel
He was one of the most important cards in the recent versions of Standard, though. I think he is now out of Standard because he is the Amonkhet block.
Ah, okay.
And Scarab God's actually, it says $14 on the MTG Goldfish, but I'm looking. It's actually worth closer to $20
Oh, okay.
as far as the actual prices.
We pulled our second rare foil.
What was the other mythic from that pack?
The Darksteel Forge.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, that's worth about $10.
I just pulled the foil Bosch Iron Golem.
Bosh. The other Golem.
Oh, Bosch.
The Forgotten Golem.
The Forgotten Golem. Hammer of Nazahan?
Uh-huh.
Hammer of Nazan? I don't know how to say that.
Hammer of Nazan. It's
Oh,
about
this
an $8
act is
card.
so blasphemous. Blasphemous act right there. So this was one of my favorite cards to put into my red decks when I would just like mess with people. The Blasphemous Act.
Mm-hmm.
So Mishra's Factory is uncommon, but Mishra's... Oh no, that's Mishra's Factory. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't
Yeah,
realize...
there is. I think there's an Urza's Factory, but it's not.
Right, there is an Urza's...
card of any importance.
Yeah. Mishra's Factory, the older ones came in like a couple of different pictures.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I got a treasure token. All right, let's see. Frogify. The foil Frogify is so
Frogify.
cool looking. Avenger of Zendikar. We haven't duplicated any of our mythics yet, so that's kind of good.
It's unlikely that you would. There are, I believe, 30 mythics.
Oh, there's 30 and only
put in this set.
24 packs in the box, so chances are you're not even going to pull half of them. Or
Oh,
even,
there's no way you'll pull half.
yeah.
You know,
There's
at
30.
most, you're likely to get about 10 mythics in a box.
Buried Rune.
That's at the high end.
You think high end is 10 mythics in a box?
I'd say. I mean,
Yeah.
historically, it used to be 3 to 5.
Yeah, 3 to 5.
So since the rate of rares had doubled.
Foil Goblin Artisan. Champion of Lambholt.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Putting cards in sleeves with gloves, like. And Twilight Mire.
There's another filter.
Yeah,
It's
so
good to
we.
get the filters. They're not
I kind of
played in
jumped
a lot of
over.
decks, but there's some decks that do play them.
Well, they're big in Commander, right? A lot of the Commander decks like them.
Yeah, they're definitely played a lot in Commander. There's a lot of Commander reprints in this.
I kind of skipped over the other lands that we pulled. We pulled 3 or 4 of the rare lands now, the filter lands, but I kind of jumped over them because there was other important stuff going on. So let's see. Another foil, and Sword of Body and Mind.
There you go. That
That's
is let me see. There's I believe all 5 swords are
in the set.
reprinted in this set.
Oh,
Sword of Body and
Spell.
Mind is actually the least valuable of the swords. That being said, I think it's an extremely good card, and especially with green and blue. Oh, there's a Spellskite. Now, Spellskite is another card that's this one I can't promise will go up again because it had gone down long before Double Masters was reprinted.
Mhm.
But it's historically a very useful card. It lets you pay life to retarget an opponent's spell to Spellskite. I did want to say for Sword of Body and Mind, green and blue have been dominant in the meta for a lot of formats in the last year. And so even though it's the cheapest sword, it may be one of the best because it gives you protection from green and blue.
Oh, wow. All right. Sepulcher. Oh, wait. Sculpting Steel.
Sculpting Steel, yes.
And the Liege of the Tangle. Okay. So this is the last pack of the first box. We have gone through... so are there commons that are done in the showcase? So I need to kind of take a peek. How would I know?
I don't think there are commons in the showcase. I can look.
How would I know if I got a showcase card? I did pull a Lightning Greaves.
Yeah, let me see here. I don't think that I'm looking. Yeah, the showcase is only rares. They're all considered to be at rare and mythic status, even the ones that are uncommons in the set, like the Urzalands. There are no commons in the showcase that I can see.
So we didn't pull a showcase from that box.
Yeah, no, it seems odd. They may only be in the. I think they're only in the VIP packs, Bob.
Oh, are they only in VIP packs?
Only in the VIP packs.
Oh, that's interesting.
But the box toppers are foil versions of the showcase. Are you going to open the box topper? Or are you going to wait?
I was kind of debating on whether or not we would wait till the very end to do the box topper, or we do both of them together, or we do. What do we feel like, boys?
Both of them together.
Both of them
Sounds good
together.
to
I
me.
think? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So as far as that box went, I would say it's extremely good that you pulled a Force of Will there, because that alone tends to make the box worth it.
Right.
Overall, I feel like the rares and mythics were a little less than maybe a little less than you'd hope for in a seriously lucky box. But because there's a Force of Will, you've probably gotten your value back just
Yeah,
between
so
the Force of Will and the rest of the cards.
I'll give a little bit of a recap. Hop over to the Excel document.
Give
So
me 1 second.
I'll give you a little bit of a recap for that previous box, our first box today. Give me just a second so I can get my computer to the right screen so I can give you a recap. We're kind of trying to capture some of our prices and stuff as we put them into the system. So we did pull the Sword of Light and Shadow, the Sword of, what was the?
Body and Mind.
Body and Mind,
but I
yep.
haven't gotten
And the Force of Will, and the Mox Opal. So yeah, the boxes, these boxes cost what,
$295.
$295, so about $300 for each of these boxes. And so far, I don't think we made $300. We probably
We
made,
did pull a $100 card, but
yeah.
I still have.
We do have the box topper.
Well,
so
the box topper in all these boxes, the box topper
is going to be kind of the big one, right? So
significant. We can't really do the analysis on the box.
yeah, until so
open the
can
box
you put a
topper.
space in it?
I'm going.
I
to,
was hoping
yeah.
to see some
I'm gonna
more of
break
the
it
chase
for box
rares, such as
Yeah, so we didn't see too many chase rares except for Force of Will, right?
yeah. There's certain rares that are highly desirable out of this set, such as Walking Ballista.
Oh, okay.
Let me see what else I would say is. A lot of the rest of them are mythics.
Okay.
However, there's also Mesmeric Orb. Let me see what else.
So I'm gonna
Academy
actually cover up the
Ruins.
stream so that I can.
There are quite a few chase rares in the set that I was hoping to see out of this that were
we didn't
not.
see, yeah.
There, Engineered Explosives is another chase rare.
Did we see? We did not see Engineered Explosives.
Yeah, I don't believe you did.
Yeah.
Meddling Mage is another
rare
that's
rare that's a
I would
chase rare.
consider a chase rare, even though it's pretty cheap right now.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'm going to go to the next one. Are we ready? This
Yes,
is box
we're ready.
number 2. We're cracking open box number 2. This time, I'm not going to pull them directly from the box each time. I'm going to just pull the stacks out because it's a little bit easier. So we're going to put box
Just
topper.
make sure you set the box topper aside so we know which one went with which box. So that one on the left there goes with the second box.
On this one, right? This is your second box topper.
Second box, and the right one was the first
box topper. Right. So I'm going to pull these out. Actually, I'll open some of them directly from the box. How about that? And then we'll.
Sounds fine.
And then we'll move them off to the side afterward. Okay, so we got that treasure token. Let's see, Ash Baron's foil.
That's good. The filter. Let me see. Is that a filter land or is that...
No, it's the basic land cycling. It's a colorless, the colorless land.
Right.
So it produces colorless mana, which is considered the 6th mana type, right? There's Tuk Tuk the Explorer. He's a kind of an odd card to have in this set, but he goes really great into the that commander deck with Duretti. And there's an Exploration.
Exploration, good card, very, very good card. Legacy only.
Okay.
The reason that it's legacy only is that it's extremely powerful.
Play an additional land on each of your turns.
Yeah, it's about $15.
Nice.
15 to 20.
The Darksteel Citadel.
Darksteel Citadel is one of the good cards in the lower rarities.
Yeah. I got an 8 token. Sylvan Might. Bolduvian Rage. And Mazurek Crowl Death Priest.
Yeah, I have to admit that even I don't know anything about that guy.
That's an interesting guy. Okay, so what he's flying, whenever a player sacrifices another permanent, put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control.
Yeah.
Huh, that's an interesting.
Could be interesting in a deck with Liliana's Veil.
Yep, this is called a Goblin Guide.
Goblin Guide, great card. That's another one. I can't say I think it's among the best bargains of the set. It's dropped to about $7 or $8. Used to be about 20.
There's another set of Lightning Greaves. So,
Lightning Greaves is good.
do you think the
Lightning
Goblin
Greaves
Guide's going to go back up, or do you think it's going to
one of the
stay?
valuable cards out of the uncommon rarity?
Yeah. Do you think the Goblin Guide's going to go back up in value, or do you think it's going to just... Oh, there's a foil path.
Probably. Yeah, foil path. It's worth it. Probably worth at least, $5, $6
That's
right
at
now.
least $1.
Probably worth more.
I'll buy
than
that
$1.
for $1.
That's one of the cards to maybe hang on to.
I'll buy that for $1. Okay. Academy Ruins.
Academy Ruins. Now that's a card that's about $11, $12 right now. Used to be $30 to $40.
So that's one of those ones that might be going up here eventually.
Played in Bluetron.
Bluetron.
Centerpiece card, Bluetron.
All right. Masterwork of... What?
Ingenuity.
Oh. Reading upside down is hard, people. Don't be mad at me. I can English good, too.
Masterwork of Bob. I'm going to be so sad if you don't pull a Bob out of these boxes, Bob. Bob is the nickname for Dark Confidant, which is one of the Chase Mythics.
Dark Confidant? Is that... His name is Bob?
Absolutely a Chase Mythic.
It's like one of those, like, you sell your soul to me.
Yeah, he gives you cards. He takes your life.
Okay, here we go. Terestodon. And Riku of the two...
Riku of two reflections.
How do you have two reflections?
That is a traditional commander.
It's a solid commander,
This
traditionally?
set has not been reprinted for a very long time.
Blue, green, red.
Riku is about $10, by the way.
Okay, well, there it is. Let's see. Another Buried Ruins. We're continuing right along. There's a Golem token. There is a Boon Reflection. Boon Reflection foil. If you would gain life, you would gain twice that much instead. Okay. It's just that theme. The thing where you double
There's
things.
the 5 reflections are among the cycles that are reprinted in this set.
Grim Lavamancer. And the same foil rare. So the Boon Reflection, we got the rare and the foil rare in the same pack. You know what the
Grim
odds of that are?
Lavamancer is good. That's a card that's actually
The
played in
Lavamancer?
quite a few decks historically. Not only worth about $1 right now.
He's
but
$1. All right.
He gets played in both burn and red control decks from time to time, as best I remember.
Basalt Monolith.
Basalt Monolith, yeah, that's great. Basalt Monolith is a legacy card. That's one of those way too powerful for modern.
Here's another foil rare. Oh. Remember that time I pulled a foil rare Toxic Deluge?
Now that's good, Bob, because that's one of these legacy cards that have never. I'm not sure Toxic Deluge has had a foil printing before.
Oh.
So that may actually be very valuable. I'll look it up. I'll see. Give me a second here.
We also have a foil expedition map in that same pack.
That's also probably worth about $5, I guess.
I saw the I think expedition map is one.
Toxic Deluge did get it has had a foil. It was in Eternal Masters, so it's had one foil reprint before. So that may still, if it says the foil is about $30. So
wow. Okay. Well,
there's definitely some of your value.
That's some value from the box. Yeah.
What did you just pull there?
So that was Jahara Weatherlight.
Jahara?
Yeah.
The Thespian Stage.
And the Thespian Stage, yeah.
Thespian Stage, of course, is played in Legacy Lands as the combo piece to create a Dark Depths without its counters on it.
Really?
But you can instantly get a 2020 Indestructible Flying Merit Lodge token.
Wow. 2020 Indestructible Flying. But that's in Legacy?
Legacy oldie.
Ah. Invigorate, that's a gorgeous foil job. If you guys haven't seen the foiling on Invigorate, that's a cool. It's just a good foiling. I'm putting it in a sleeve just because it looks cool. Cast down foil. Godo Bandit Warlord. Godo? Godo? I don't know. Just another random rare
Yeah,
card that I don't know
not
anything
so
about.
not so much tearing up the.
So, and then Beacon of Ursa. I thought it said bacon at first, and I was like, oh, bacon. I could
bacon.
really go for some bacon right about now.
Yeah, you can fry that card up with some grease if you want to.
Oh, no. It's a trash rare.
Baby?
Okay, Silkwing and the Flare Husk. Let's see, another Terrestodon. Oh no, that's the
Thragtusk.
Thragtusk.
Thragtusk is unfortunately probably will never be valuable again because there is a card called Truffle Snout that was just printed in M21.
Oh,
It
okay.
does what Thragtusk does and a lot better.
Dang it. There's the wound reflection.
Wound reflection, yes.
That's kind of cool. I would rather not have my wound.
Of the reflections, only the mana. Well, actually, wound reflection's worth about $7.
Oh, okay.
That and the mana reflection are actually worth some money.
So wound reflection and mana reflection are the reflections you want. Another treasure token. Let's see.
You get in your set of Temur Battle Rages. That's always a good card.
Yeah.
Not a valuable card, but an extremely good card.
So Cyclonic Rift.
Temur Battle Rages, usually the kill card in Death Shadow.
Cyclonic Rift is 1993.
Oh, so on the previous pack we got that Cyclonic Rift, and it's around $19. So that previous box's value is continuing to go up as we enter the rare.
Oh, really? Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
I was wrong. I thought that one had dropped. Heartbeat of Spring and Cyclonic Rift are two commander cards that I was expecting to drop in this set, and Cyclonic Rift has not. You're right. It's about $20.
So that's great. I mean, that adds another $20 into the value of that box. So Kragenwick, Cremator, and
yes,
Doomed Necromancer.
Doomed pack.
I'm gonna sing the Doom.
But it's got a Temur Battle Rage, so you have to give it that. And a Darksteel Citadel.
And a Darksteel Citadel. That was a good pack. Maybe not worth $15, but I don't know what these packs are.
Well, maybe this next one will make up for it.
I really don't know what these packs are selling for. There's a Chromatic Star in foil. Oh,
that's actually very good.
That's a gorgeous
those are
foil.
desired for Tron.
If you guys in digital land can see this, this is just a gorgeous foiling job right here. Oh, that is awesome. It's not worth much, but it's, you know. Oh, Stoneforge Mystic.
Stoneforge Mystic, one of the most important reprints from this set.
And she was one of our teachers, right?
Since it was unbanned from
Unbanned?
Modern.
That's so
And it is about $20 right now. It was about $40 and probably will go back up. It's one of the cards I expect to go back up because Stoneforge Mystic is uses the swords, which were also reprinted in this set. And in fact, a lot of I would imagine there was a decision made to make the Hearts of Stoneforge Mystic as a deck available in Double Masters. So that is actually a really good pull for you, and one you might want to hold on to for a week or two and see if it goes back up.
Okay. Brimstone Volley foil. Mishra's Factory foil.
Pity it's not a Mishra's Workshop, but
yeah,
of course that wouldn't be in this set. It's one of the most valuable Magic cards ever printed and on the reserve list.
Oh yeah.
But there's a Mishra's Bauble, and that is that's important. Also, a good pull there, Mesmeric Orb.
Yeah, the Mesmeric Orb.
Mesmeric Orb, about $10,
Oh, okay.
used in mill decks.
Good. What about this Merciless Eviction? Oh, choose one. Exalt
Yeah,
artifacts, creatures,
not
enchantments,
as
planeswalkers.
crucial.
Interesting. It's like we're gonna kill all of
It's
something.
about $1 too.
You get to pick what.
Mesmeric Orb is the pull from that
All
box, from that pack rather.
Mesmeric.
But I would set the Mishra's Bauble aside. Actually, that's one of the
Okay.
few common cards that you really want to actually hold on to, because it is highly playable.
Highly playable. Mishra's Bauble.
Highly playable. Very desired.
Okay.
Mishra's Bauble, interesting because it's the only card in the entire set that is worth more in its online version than it is on the paper version.
Oh my!
Well, it's incredibly
gosh.
important, I believe, in Legacy, and so Legacy and Vintage.
I don't know if you guys
Foil Lightning
can
Axe.
see this.
Mishra's Bauble is, as you guys may know, the online version of the game is far more popular for Vintage players because you don't have to spend thousands of dollars to get a Mox. What'd you get?
Look at this pack.
Doubling Season and Mana Crypt. Yeah, that's fun. That's
Whoa.
about a $150 pack.
Whoa!
Yep, there's your winner, Bob.
Whoa.
That's half the value of the box right there.
Wow! I was all focused on that foil lightning axe. I don't know if you saw when I was putting it up there. It's a
The
gorgeous.
foil Lightning Axe, that's the real.
it's just a gorgeous card, and then I look at the two rares, and I'm like, oh, they're
Mana
both
Crypt
mythic.
is about $95, and Doubling Season's about $40.
All
And
right.
both of them are likely to improve in value over time. So
And then
that's
Axe Barons,
easily half the
another
value of
factory.
your box out of one.
Manamorphose.
And a Manamorphose, the $5, the most valuable uncommon, $5.
$5 uncommon. That was a big pack.
Manamorphoses have been as high as $20-25 before. So
Oh, okay. It also had a Mishra's Factory in it. But that lightning axe,
that was easily the top pack out of this.
yeah, so far, yeah. But that lightning axe though.
But that lightning axe, though.
Elvish
That
Arbor.
soldier token.
Soldier token. Fortify, that's a cool. The foiling job on this set is just really cool, you guys. Like, there's the Master of Ethereum.
Fun, used to be played in Affinity. That's another deck that has had most of the pieces reprinted. And we also want to note that there's another filter land.
Yeah.
The Affinity deck is actually probably the easiest deck to buy right now because some of its major pieces like Glimmer Voids, it used to be $40 or about $2. It's fallen a little out of favor, but it's still an amazing deck, and it used to be about a $1,000 deck and probably costs about $400 right now.
Affinity? Is that blue Affinity?
So Affinity is definitely one of those decks we can recommend getting into as a result of these reprints.
Is it a blue Affinity is what it's called?
What's that?
Is it blue
Just
Affinity?
Affinity.
Just
Yeah,
Affinity in
More
general?
properly called Robots because it doesn't actually
Robots.
have any cards that have Affinity for artifacts
Oh.
anymore, really. But
So it's called
people still call
Robots
it
by
Affinity. It's the
Okay.
evolution of the old Affinity for artifacts deck out of Darksteel.
Okay. There's a Noble Hierarch.
Yeah, great card.
Yeah.
Actually, that's one of the cards that is probably most likely to. It's one of the cheapest. It's about $15 right now, and it's been as high as $60 in the past.
Okay.
So
So,
that's a very good pull.
and then Shamanic Revelation. All right. I'm so glad. I was worried about not pulling some of those high-end cards, but
No, you got
Not
as soon as you
worried
pulled
anymore.
that pack, this entire box probably became worthwhile.
that's the other worm token. So we now have both.
Good, you
worm
have a
tokens.
playset of worms, or not a playset,
Both the
just a
foil Rush of Knowledge. It's kind of cool. And the Sphinx Summoner. That's another foil. And Endless Atlas. Endless Atlas.
Try not tearing it up there. What's the other one? There's Braids. Braids, the
Braids.
Braids who's not insane from the Ultimate Universe.
Braids.
I believe that card is based on a friend of the Wizards team.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
So there's another Metamorphose and a Mishra's Bauble in the same pack.
$10 worth of uncommons right there.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
That was that pack made its value back, right? What's that?
Definitely pull those aside. Definitely those deserve to be with the valuable cards.
Okay. Doing all this with gloves on is not as easy as I thought it was going to be. That's for sure. Okay. Continuing on, it looks like we have about 8 packs left after this one.
9!
9! Let's see. Tumble Magnet. That's a gorgeous foiling job.
You're a gorgeous
foiling
job.
I don't know what happened, but they really stepped up their foil game. I don't know if it was on the last set or the one before it, but recently the people are like, dude, let's only foil one piece, or let's put, Geist of St.
Traff, always a fun, good card.
Yeah, so the Mishra's Factories...
Court of Calling, too. Both of those are pretty cheap right
only
now.
about
They're
50 cents
pretty good
right now.
cards.
But that's the foil one, right?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I only put one in there. I thought it was the foil one.
No.
Okay, and Court of Calling, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Which has
Court of Calling about $4 right now.
Okay. Let's see. All right. Here we go. Oh, Urza's Mind foil.
That's good.
We just lost the spreadsheet.
Oh, the whole thing?
Yep.
Open it back up and do most recent.
It'll hopefully recover it.
Yeah. Progenitor Mimic and Vishkal Blood Arbiter.
Yeah, interesting cards. They're not particularly valuable ones, but
Yeah, that was
interesting.
Was the dead of the pack. Like,
Oh my gosh.
the reason why I started opening boxes and not packs individually was because of cards like this, where like you have packs that are just, I'm not worthless, but you know, next to nothing.
Well, yeah, there are definitely packs. You know, I do endorse the box strategy over the packs because you know you can spend $15 on one of these packs and
all
get
of those.
50 cents worth of cards.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, I have.
And then you have that $150 pack you pulled.
Right, exactly. Like, so it makes up for all of the trash packs that you open. Oh, I don't even know what that is. Vengevine.
Vengevine is actually one of the. I would consider it one of the chase rares.
Oh, okay.
This set. It is a very good card, played in Dredge, and it has fallen to about $6 and used to be about $20, so it's definitely among the cards that are good to pick up right now while it's cheap, because I doubt it'll be $6 forever.
Yeah, and then the Dual Caster Mage is like 5 cents.
Yeah, probably.
I played him for a long time because of the ability to copy spells. I made a deck that I wasn't really trying to win. I just wanted to copy spells. So using Reverberate and things like that.
Play Chandra the Firebrand in that deck. The Flicker Wisp.
Yeah.
Flicker Wisp is actually worth $1 or $2, maybe worth pulling out.
Oh, okay. I think we're probably going to list all of the uncommons within the next 24 to 48 hours from this. And
Merit Lodge, that's the one that Dark Depths creates. There's your 2020 Flying Indestructible card, Bob. Hey, Foil Brainstorm. That's worth something to somebody.
Yeah, Brainstorm, foil Swiftblade Vindicator, and Stone.
Brainstorm is played in Legacy.
Brainstorm?
Oh, and here's one thing we should actually look up, because Brainstorm foils can be very, very valuable, such as the original Brainstorm foil out of Mercadian Masks is worth about $300.
Wow.
Now, I don't think the one you just pulled is, but I will look at the price. Yeah, about $1 for that foil.
Okay, well, that's $1.
But somebody wants some. I'm sure somebody will want it out there somewhere.
Yeah. Oh, I just put a whole stack of commons on top of my uncommon pile. Okay, so there's the uncommons from that pack. And moving on.
What were the rares out of that pack?
The rares were the Stonekewer Giant
Uh-huh.
and the Swiftblade Vindicator.
Yes. Another 50-cent pack.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Paid $15 to get a 50-cent. I don't know how much these packs are going to cost. I think $12 to $15 is probably about right for the Double Masters right now, as far as the retail value.
I'll take a look for you. Yeah, about that. About $13 to $15, $13 to $17 is what I'm
Okay.
seeing.
Oh, Chase rares.
There we go. As that walking ballista.
Yep, there's that Walking Ballista.
Ratchet Bomb not worth so much, but Walking Ballista, arguably one of the best rares out of this set, and worth. Let me see. Down to $15 from about 25 to 30,
Okay.
and it's probably going to go back up fast because it's played in Tron and probably a couple of other decks. It's one of the best removal cards in Tron.
Okay. And that Ratchet Bomb was in there too.
Yes, Ratchet Bomb is
Spell Bomb.
name checks out
Yep.
for Ratchet Bomb.
It's Ratchet.
Ratchet Bomb is
And it's
perpetually
bombing.
pretty ratchet.
And Atraxa.
Not so much.
No? You don't like Atraxa?
I don't think so. I'll look.
That was one of the very first leaked cards from this set.
Oh, I'm wrong. She's about $20.
Oh,
Yep.
well, Atraxa's about $20.
Mm-hmm.
How about that?
I believe she's a commander.
So let's
I
go
don't
on
think
record as
she's
saying
played
that
in any,
Andrew is not impressed by Atraxa, but she's worth a little bit.
Well, she is $20. She's
Yeah.
this is more valuable than your other box for sure.
Yeah, this box is
Because
really,
you're pulling a lot of $20 cards out of this box.
yeah. The other box had a lot of like $5 to $10 cards, but this one's having quite a few in the $20 range, which is good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, the Ballista is a nice pull. That's one of the reprints that's highly valued from this set.
Ad Newsome.
Ad nauseum.
Ad nauseum. Oh,
Great
ad
card.
nauseam. That's
Uh-huh.
I've never seen that
Basis
word
of the
spelled.
deck called Ad nauseum.
And then the
It
blades.
is a deck where you draw
What's
your entire deck and then you win.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. Read the card.
Reveal the top card of your library, and put that card into your hand. You lose life equal to its converted mana cost. You may repeat this process any number of times. So how do you get
So
your...
you do this with a card called Angel's Grace or Phyrexian Unlife, both of which allow you to cheat and go below 0 life and remain alive. And
Oh,
so you just
interesting.
draw your entire deck.
So you draw your whole deck, and then...
You draw your whole deck,
Somehow
and then
you
there are
play it?
various ways to win. You either win with a Lightning Storm or you win with a Laboratory Maniac.
Oh, interesting. Something that does, like, damage for the number of cards in my hand or something?
Lightning Storm, you pitch your lands, I believe, to do damage per land, and Laboratory Maniac just says if you would draw a card when you would lose the game, you win the game.
Oh, wow, okay.
If you mill yourself to death with a Laboratory Maniac on the board, you win.
Wow. That's interesting. There's a non-foil path to exile.
Path is always good. Should be pulled aside. What else
Deep
did
Low
you get?
Skate and Conjurer's Closet.
Another. I don't think. I'm pretty sure those are
Those are trash, probably.
not so good.
Trash rares. We used to,
Probably.
when we had Nirvana, do you remember?
I was wrong about Atraxa. Hey, so
Yeah.
you'll have to look, but I haven't seen. Still, though, I think you already got your value out of this box.
Yeah, and it
At
covered part of the value.
$150
for the next
pack,
one.
and then quite a few $20 pulls.
Okay. Last
Last
pack.
pack.
Clue. Get a clue. Hinder. That's gorgeous. The flames and the water are foiled.
Mm-hmm.
Ancient Stirrings.
Stirrings, always good. Should be pulled aside.
Thought
Actually,
Seas.
so Ancient Stirring should be pulled aside. Thoughtseize, there you go.
Thoughtseize.
Thoughtseize worth about, I think, $15 right now, but has been more because it's.
And
And
then
what is the other one there?
Sundering Titan.
Oh, that's a good card too. That card shows up in Blue Tron sometimes.
Huh. Interesting.
Thundering Titan's not worth anything right now, but it has been. And Thoughtseize is about $15.
Wow. Okay.
So yeah, a lot of great pulls out of that
right.
box, Bob. Fatal Push too.
So that was a good box. Now,
You probably want to pull the Fatal Pushes aside,
okay.
because they will be valuable again. And here we go. All right, we should do the first one, the one on the right first.
This one. This is from the first box,
First box.
and we
Be
know that
very
they
careful
are.
with these. You don't want to rip the box topper in half.
We know that these are.
These are, I believe, foil versions of the showcase cards. that
Foil
will be in the
showcases.
VIP
We know they're
packs.
showcases, right? For sure. Oh, there's 2 cards here.
Oh wow, the box toppers are doubled too.
Yeah, everything. Okay, here goes.
Oh my gosh, I didn't know that.
It's not foil,
So they're not foils. Interesting.
But they are-
Thoughtseize? Is that a thought?
That
Well,
is a
that's good though.
Thoughtseize. Yeah, that is a
Let
thought.
me pull up the box toppers for Double Masters.
And I'm pulling it off the camera so I can put sleeves on these 2 cards before I do anything else because they are actually worth money.
They are. What was the other one?
I haven't shown it yet.
What's that?
I haven't shown it yet. Are you ready?
Yep.
Are you ready? Can you see this well?
Uh-huh.
Here we go.
Well, there you go, Bob. That just got your
John,
that just pulled your value pretty insanely.
those 2
Out of
cards,
this.
right?
It's worth $110 right now.
Jaces.
Yeah.
And what about the
Foil.
Thoughtseize?
Is it a foil?
No, neither of them are foil.
Oh, neither of them are foil. So worth $90.
Which one? The
Jace is
Jace.
worth $90.
Okay.
And the Thoughtseize, I'm still looking it up, is,
first box.
let me see. But yeah, that just pushed your bar. That Thoughtseize borderless is $30 to $40.
Okay. So that happened.
That's a great. That was a great pack. I love it that the box toppers are doubled. I did not realize that.
Yeah, I also
Yeah, so that definitely means your first box. You know, between that and the Mana Crypt, you certainly have gotten your value back.
I don't think we got a mana.
No, Mana Crypt is in the second box.
Then what did you pull? The
first box had the sword,
the Force of Will.
the Force of Will.
The Force of Will. There you
Yeah.
go. Yes. Still.
Yeah,
I mean, between the Force of Will and the Jace together,
and the Mox Opal. So I mean,
$80 already.
yeah.
So.
So
Oh. Apparently, I somehow created a
the link to it.
hyperlink.
Okay, so here's second box toppers.
Second box of the toppers.
So I learned from the previous pack. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put them into sleeves immediately, and then
Yes,
we're going to
please
show
do,
them
because they are very valuable.
because they are. We know that they have the possibility to be very valuable. Okay, then we'll put
That's
them.
true. There's some that aren't, but
Okay, here we go. Ready?
uh-huh.
That's a Cyclonic Rift.
I'll have to see how much that is.
Yeah. So we pulled a Cyclonic Rift. For the regular one is $19.
Borderless Cyclonic Rift is about $40, $40 to $50.
All right. So there's $40 more for that second box.
And that's the box topper.
This is for the second box. And then the last card of the second box is War and Peace.
Sword. Oh, now that's good. The borderless swords are very demanded.
Yeah.
Let me see. Sword of War and Peace. Borderless.
So we got a rare and a mythic rare for each of those boxes.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Let me see. I'm still looking to find the. Give me just a second here. Sword of War and Peace. Wow, I haven't even seen it listed yet in the borderless version.
Okay. Thought sees.
Fred, I'm live streaming right now.
What's that?
I'm live streaming right now.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hi there.
Okay. That was my
Yeah,
brother,
give me a sec.
everybody.
I've got to look it up manually here.
My brother Fred called.
Sword
He
of
says
War
hi.
and Peace Borderless is $32.
Okay, so the two of those together were 30 and 40, so that's 70. Another $70 added to that box. So that box.
Yeah,
was,
and between that and your $150 pack, I think you probably got these are probably both good boxes. I would say.
yeah, but because of the saving grace, those box toppers saved.
By far.
Yeah.
Well, they always do. The Ultimate Masters was the same way. If you got a good box topper, that was easily a quarter to a third of the value of your box.
Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to talk about the VIP packs. So these are VIP packs. This is a whole box of them. They came like this. Oh, I'm throwing common cards around apparently. And I got gloves on, so I can't pick it up. Interesting. Alright, so as I fight with this thing to try to open it without cutting anything. Oops, on my stand. Alright, here we go. Alright. So, I don't know exactly what you can see, but this is the VIP boxes. It looks like this. There are 4 packs inside. Each one of these packs retailed for about $99 to $109. And they look
Sure,
like,
you don't want to save some of these?
they look like this. No, we are not saving anything. We have to get our money back. We spent $1,000 today, and we don't really have $1,000 to sit on. So the boxes themselves.
How many of these VIP boxes do you have?
Just the 4.
Just the 4? Okay.
Yep.
So this is about $400 worth of cards.
Yes,
hopefully,
this is
that we're opening up
$400, and the boxes themselves are foiled, which is interesting.
here. That's really cool.
Yeah, I have a
I can see
feeling
people
that
using those as deck boxes.
that's exactly what I was going to say. I could definitely see people using these as deck boxes. So I'm going to very carefully.
And how many packs are inside?
It's just one VIP pack.
Now, I do believe this is the only place you can get the foil showcase cards.
Yes. So the foil showcase cards, this is the only way to get foil showcase. And you are guaranteed 2 foil showcase cards in each pack. So, you want to pick which one we do first? This one, this one, this one, this one. This one?
You go for it, Bob. You pick
Okay.
one.
I'm just going to do
Pick
this
the one with the bob in it, the foil showcase
This
bob.
is the foil showcase bob right here. Okay, so the box is gorgeous. I can't even tell you. It's like, it's more than just foil. It's almost holographic. I don't know if you guys can see that online well.
We can see pretty well.
But
Yep,
that's
I
pretty
see.
amazing. Okay, so here goes. It's glued down. So I'm going to have to, oh, that's weird. You don't have a choice. You have to just rip it open.
Oh, that's terrible.
That is terrible.
That's just awful design. You create this incredible box, and now you
And
have
then
to
you just destroy it.
shred it right open.
And on the inside, it has the swords. Okay, so this is what they look like on the inside. They have a package of cards, and it looks like just that's it. That's the whole thing.
Less cards than I was expecting.
30 cards for $100. Every card is foil.
Uh-huh. Well, let's see,
And
Bob. Let's see what you got.
The very first thing on the back, you see a dual-sided foil token. So this is the first. This is a foil copy token right there. And I'm not going to show you the other things yet. We're going to go through this one at a time. Baldovian Rage. How are these? Oh, I'm going to do it this way so that So we're not going to go through every single card. That seems like crazy to me. But we will do individually like this maybe. Another Thopter Foundry. Brimstone Volley. The Golem. Engineered Explosives. Isn't that
Foil
one?
engineered explosives?
Yep, that's a foil engineered explosives.
Perfect. That needs to be set aside.
Maelstrom Pulse.
Yeah, Maelstrom Pulse, another one of those cards that is a very good card,
Oh
very cheap
my.
right now, about $2, and it's been as much as 10 in the past.
So the next card is Showcase. That is a foil Showcase Brainstorm.
Ah, interesting. Let me see. Foil Showcase Brainstorm. Let me see. Give me a second. It's always hard to. Brainstorms had like 15 reprints, so it's hard
Yeah.
to tell.
You can never know
Where?
if it's going to go up or down.
Well, it's just it's hard to find for me to look up the price for you.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm not actually seeing it yet. We'll have to come back to that.
Okay, we
What
can come
else?
back
What
to
else
that.
have you got there?
And I drop it. And that is the foil Showcase Urza's Mine.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah, pull that up for a second again, because that art, if you look, I believe that is the left-hand side of a 3-part series
Oh, interesting.
of Showcase Urza lands. And so those might be very much in demand, because it's the first time a continuous set of art has been printed for the Urza's Mine. That's worth about $30, I believe.
Okay.
$25 to $30.
So if it's worth $30 and the Brainstorm is worth a couple of dollars, so I think
Brainstorm's probably worth more. I just can't find it yet. That's the
It's a
1840.
rare. What is?
Brainstorm.
The Brainstorm is about 1840 foil
Foil.
full art. Interesting. The foil full art version of this is cheaper than the.
Yeah, it
Non-
happens sometimes.
foil?
It actually does. It actually does happen that the foil can be cheaper. Doesn't
Okay.
usually stay that way.
So here's the lands. It comes with a pack of lands, right? There's.
Mhm.
Oh, they're gorgeous.
Yeah. Now the lands from this set are extremely beautiful art. Are those all foils?
They are not foils, but this one is.
Let me see.
Foil full art island. And the foil full art plains.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the prices on those. They're hard to.
And
Art lands price.
a foil 8 with a beast on the other side. And a foil Thopter with the copy on the other side. So these are two. I thought there was only going to be one, but there are two foil full art tokens.
Doubling season, Bob.
It's
Double
yeah,
Masters.
double masters. I'm not surprised.
Yeah, it is doubling is the
Keyword.
They
keyword for this set, certainly.
doubled everything.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not upset.
So is that the entire pack?
That's the pack.
Huh.
So it has 30 cards. We're going to go back through. We didn't take a look at the commons and uncommons.
And you get only, what, 2 rares?
You get, well, you're guaranteed 2 rares, and you're guaranteed 2 full art foils, and 2 foil lands.
Yeah, the full art lands.
So let's take a look.
And
at
the full art lands are not foils?
2 of them are foil, and the rest
They're
are
only worth about $1 right now. They're worth about $1 to $3.
the foil or the non-foil.
The non-foils are worth about $1. The foils are worth about $3.
Okay. I do know that there's 2 different styles of land. There's the Battle for Zendikar lands, and then there's the ones that were in Unhinged, Unglued, Unhinged,
Unglued, yes.
Unglued. So the Unglued lands are worth more in foil, or they were. Another Thopter Foundry, Sentinel of the Pearl Trident. So that's that. I kind of want to put it back together and then take a look at each one of the packs individually instead of just putting them all together? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea because it's going to be important. I mean, certainly, I think we have to say for this pack, it did not
I don't-
achieve its,
Yeah.
the,
I mean, it's still got
the value of the pack.
what it got.
And
30
that
and
has
15.
to do with some of the risks. But it's, it may be that we would, based on the results of this, we'll end up recommending the boxes and not the VIP.
Right, we might, and that's one of the reasons that we're doing this, right? Is to figure out whether or not.
Yeah, to provide
VIP
a service to
or-
show, consumers what they're really getting and what they can really expect and
Yeah.
what the best value is.
So we're opening the next one. So part of the value of these packs comes in the form of the lands. Now the lands don't do a whole lot for most people, but if you sell online, then you're selling those lands and you're getting your money back. So
Well, and the other thing, Bob, is that those unglued lands,
Mhm.
the unglued reprint, like those unglued lands were, $5 to $10 for a very long time.
yeah, they were.
And so those are likely to go up again. I'm just so sad that you have to that
Rip
these
them off.
boxes are glued.
I
It
don't
just
see any other way
it
to.
just doesn't seem right.
Yeah, I mean, you have basically. Oh, look at that. You basically have to destroy the box in order to. Come on, Wizards,
Yeah, and it's
get it together. You're disappointing me. I'm not impressed. Do better. You're not attractive enough to say that to me. Okay, so I think we're going to go through this
And yet you keep bringing her back.
pack a little different. We're gonna do it one at a time. Last time we didn't do it one at a time because I was kind of excited, but we're gonna do the others this way. So that's the commons,
Okay.
and a lot of the commons foils. Oh, there's a foil fatal push. And another
very
foil
nice.
path,
Yeah, but let us. I mean, that's
Yeah.
worth pulling aside.
and the flicker wisp.
And a path.
Yep. And this is the thought reflection.
Are these foils from?
This is from the VIP pack.
Oh,
Don't,
okay.
yeah, we're not there yet. The one you just took is the second box. And, oh, shitty Stone Hewer Giant. And then we know that the next card down is going to be a foil full art. And it is the Toxic Deluge.
Well, that might be valuable. Let's pull it up and see.
Oh my gosh. I can see the next card and you can't. Neener.
Toxic Deluge Borderless is foil is worth about $45.
45. Okay, so that's half the value of the pack right there.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do the next one. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
That is a worm coil engine, baby.
Yeah, that's probably worth something.
Yeah.
That's probably worth something.
It's gotta be worth at least a
Let me
buck or
see.
two.
Worm coil. Let's see. Worm coil engine, obviously one of the more popular. Oh, it's only like $25.
Really? For
Yeah.
the
It'll probably go up.
foil
It's
full art?
worm coils are a little depressed generally just because of the. That's definitely one of the cards that's like worth buying out of this set because.
Because it is depressed right now,
Wait a
right?
second. Worm coil engine is used in Tron. It's used in other big mana decks, and it's worth about $15 right now. But historically, more like 20 to 25. So definitely good cards to pull out of this set. That pack almost made its value back.
Yeah. Almost. And then the two full art lands, and then this is one side of the tokens. This is the other side of the tokens. I have a feeling that these tokens are going to be worth money too because they're double-sided foil.
Yeah, people like germs. Tournament players who play Batterskull need germs.
Yeah. So there it is. The Worm Coil, the Toxic Deluge. Those are great cards. The Worm Coil, I think, is going to go up here shortly as soon as people realize how rare it actually
And what was the
is.
other foil? What was the other foil rare that was not the?
Stone Hewer Giant, Thought Reflection.
Yeah, the Thought Reflection foil's worth a bit.
Is it a couple bucks?
Couple bucks. Uh-huh.
So I think that, I mean, the 2 cards get you into the $80 range, and then with the foil lands.
Oh no, I was wrong. I'm sorry. I don't think the Thought Reflection is valuable.
No.
It's hard to tell all the reflections apart.
Yeah, but it did have the
Yeah,
Flicker Wisp.
the rares from that box were not so great.
No, but it did have a Flicker Wisp and a Path to Exile. So far, 2 out of 4, not really worth it.
Yeah, not so much yet.
Not, I mean, when compared to the box toppers.
When compared to the ordinary box, certainly.
Yeah. Just because of the sheer number of pieces, just cards.
Well, the problem is, you're paying $275 for a box that has what? How many packs are there? 24.
24.
So you're getting 48 rares and mythics, or you're paying $100. Think of it this way: if you buy 3 of these, you get what, six rares compared to paying less for a box that you get.
Well, you get,
literally 48 rares.
yeah,
So
but
that's probably the best way to think about it.
the other one doesn't have the chance to get your foil full arts. I think that's the big thing. Is this is like expedition hunting.
It is, but it's
Yeah.
making me feel. It's really going to depend on how these other 2 boxes go.
I'm not
But
feeling
it
too
makes
good
me
about them.
feel like these VIP packs are
Garbage.
they're overselling the.
It may be that because
showcase cards a
realistically,
little bit.
you do have the chance for that foil Jace and that foil Mana Vault.
Sure,
Metacrit.
absolutely. You pull one of those, and it
So it's
certainly makes that pack worthwhile.
yeah, it's definitely one of those like because it's the only way to get them. You know what I mean?
It is true, but
There's
it's
another
we're kind of finding out right now whether or not it's worth it to buy them or to just
Yeah.
to buy them
Hinder,
as singles.
Assault Monolith, Dismantle, Death Cap, Topple the Status. This is the Johari Weatherlight Captain.
Yeah, sure.
And this is the Geist of the Sink.
Tearing it up. And a foil Geist.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know what the full art Geist is.
That's not a full art Geist, is it?
Yeah, no. Okay, so then we have 2 full art foils
Mm-hmm.
that are theoretically the money, right? Here's the
Mhm.
Phyrexian Metamorph.
Yeah, that's rough. I don't think he's worth much.
Yeah, and then here's the Sneak Attack.
Sneak Attack is probably worth some. Sneak Attack, yeah, let's look that up because Sneak Attack, obviously a very powerful legacy card.
Yeah, it's great in Legacy, but
Yeah, still not worth that much though.
how much do you think?
It's about $25.
25? Yeah, so 25 bucks is not getting you to where you need to be to make your money back here.
No, it's not. I think what we're definitely finding is that these VIP packs are
They're expedition hunting, so the only
well, they're
the only way that you're going to
they're an opportunity to sell people, a grand total of 4 rares for $100,
$100,
which
yeah, exactly.
we're finding out is maybe not the best deal.
Right. So it is 1 rare and 1 mythic, I think, per box. So
Right. Sure.
So here's the 2 sides of the double-sided foil cards.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Good looking tokens.
Yeah. I mean, the tokens look great.
Mhm.
The foiling on the set is solid, but it's it looks like you get a rare and a mythic foil and a rare and a mythic full art.
Mm-hmm.
So that being said, you have to hit that mythic has to be one that's
The mythic has to be an amazing mythic, or
right.
you don't. And even then, I don't think you probably make your, unless you pull one of the top 3 mythics in the set.
Unless it's one of the top 3,
then
you're not making your money back.
VIP packs.
Yeah, I'm thinking VIP packs are not for the average.
Well, let's
person.
see what we get out of this. Where's your foil Bob? Bob, this is the last chance on a foil Bob.
So, and again, we're talking about making your money back for the casual player, right? I know that I'm going to make my money back from these because I can list it. And in the commons will sell eventually. So I'm not worried about making my money back. I'm just thinking about the common person, people who are not. The only way you're going to make money back from this is if you're buying enough of them, or if you get lucky and you get.
I don't know that. I actually, based on, admittedly it's a small sample size, but I don't think that VIP packs are likely to make your money back.
Yeah, it doesn't seem likely. Unless you hit something big, it's not likely at this point, is what I'm thinking. So there's the foil Merciless Eviction.
Yeah, you had a foil Stirrings there too, but I mean, it's still going to be a couple bucks there.
And then the foil Atraxa.
Foil Atraxa is probably worth some money.
Yeah, I think.
I'm actually about to look it up real quick.
Oh, yeah, he's looking it up right now.
Because I have the regular Atraxa. So the regular Atraxa is about 17.
Okay.
The foil is about 25.
So Atraxa is about $25. So what I'm thinking is, it's probably one of those, like, if you buy enough of them, then one will pay itself back.
Right, will pay itself back.
Right, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So that doesn't seem.
Show us the showcases here.
Okay, you ready? Let me get them on sleeves first so that I don't ruin them. Okay, so here's the Academy Ruins.
Yeah, not bad, but again, probably not that valuable.
Yeah, okay.
Academy Ruins, borderless.
Because it's open office.
Academy Ruins borderless is about $20, 20 to 25.
The borderless foil.
And the next one.
That's the doubling season.
Well, there you go. That
I'm done doing this.
Yeah, just put them in the system.
doubling season borderless. And what, it is a foil or not?
Yep, it is foil, so it's about $100.
$60.
$60.
So that pack arguably paid for itself.
Right.
But it only paid for itself.
Only itself, not for
the other
anything
three
else.
didn't.
No.
And so what I have to conclude as an analyst here is that the VIP packs are Wizards is kind of trying to push the chance of these valuable foils and really not putting as much substance as there should be behind it. I would have to think that there'd have to be, at least twice as many rares, maybe 4 times as many rares that are not showcases to make these to make these an actual good investment. Whereas both of your boxes paid off more than the box value itself.
Yeah.
So the main take-home lesson from this unboxing has seemed to be that Double Masters box is good, Double Masters VIP packs not so good.
Yeah, and I think it's one of those things like if you can't afford to buy a whole box of Double Masters, hold on to your money for a little bit until you can afford the whole box. Because
I have to say that's right.
Buying
it seems like the best way to get into this set is with a box.
Yeah,
not these VIP packs.
No, I think the VIP packs don't give you enough value for it because it's $100. Whereas if you just saved up that times 3, you can.
Well, I think even just buying 5 or 6 packs of the non-VIP, you're more likely to get value than you are because, let's say you buy what is it? 6 packs of this. 6 packs of Double Masters for
Right.
the same. It's $90, right? That's about the same price as a VIP box.
Yeah.
And in those 6 packs, you're going to get 12 rare or mythic cards, each one of which has a chance of being a chase card. It's really the fact that there are only 2 rares and 2 mythics in each one that kind of seem to be driving the expected value down.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what it is.
So it's a great thing to know, because I do think you pulled 2 really great boxes here today.
Yeah, I think the
The
boxes
were both very, very good boxes. Each one of which had one of the 2 most valuable cards in the set in it, and then quite a few other, very good mythic, rare, and ordinary rare cards. Quite a few chase cards in those boxes.
Yeah.
Each one of those boxes seemed to be about $300 to $350 worth of pulls, which means you're making your money back and a little bit more.
Yeah. So
whereas the VIP ones just mostly didn't.
We're gonna go through uncommons real quick, and you're gonna tell me. So I know some of them, like the Fatal Push and the Lightning Greaves.
Cranial Plating should be pulled out.
Cranial
It's
Plating.
not worth anything right now, but it's played.
Okay.
You just went past it. There you go. Yeah, I do have to say that as far as Welding Jar should be pulled out, it's played in Affinity. You just went past it, that artifact in your hands. Welding Jar, 3 back.
Yeah.
There you go.
We're not in real time.
Oh, we're not. Okay.
No.
All right. Flicker Wisp. Galvanic Blast too. That's played in Affinity. The red card you just went by. Not that one, but the one before it. Galvanic Blast is played in Affinity.
Huh.
Throne of Geth is played in Hardened Scales Affinity, the one you just went. That's a Mishra's Factory, but Throne of Geth is one you just went past. And that's played in Hardened Scales Affinity. Darksteel Citadel, pull that out. And Ornithopter too.
I didn't see the Ornithopter.
What is that? That's not an Ornithopter. That's something else. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I think you can move on to the next pile.
What did this guy?
Is that an Is It Charm?
No, it's this.
Pentad Prism, pull it out.
Thought so. All right. Next.
That second to last one there, Pentad Prism, is worth pulling out. Assault Monolith is worth pulling out. Springleaf Drum is worth pulling out.
For some reason, I used to think the Springleaf Drum and the Simian Spirit Guide went together really well.
No, they don't, because the Springleaf Drum requires a creature on the field. Lightning Greaves, worth pulling out. Crop Rotation, worth pulling out. That's a legacy card right there. Crop Rotation is that green one that is played in Legacy Lands.
Oubliette, that's my favorite.
Oubliette's worth a few bucks. Oubliette should be pulled out. Fatal Push should be pulled out too. Lightning Greaves should be pulled out. Cranial plating. Another springleaf drum. Yeah, Vampire Hexmage might be worth pulling out too. It sometimes sees play, but not really. It's another card you can use to get the counters off of Dark Depths and get your Merit Lodge. Keep going. Kind of a paltry stretch here.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot. It's trying to figure out what is and isn't out of the uncommons.
I think we've identified most of the ones. Thopter Foundry should be pulled out.
Okay,
Galvanic Blast.
I'll go back and pull.
Thopter Foundry, the one you just went by.
I'll pull it out in a second.
Okay. Flicker Wisps are worth it. Throne of Geths are worth it. Some of these cards aren't valuable, but they'll probably sell because they're played.
Right, and that's kind of what we're looking for, is what to put in first, and eventually they'll all get in there. But
Thopter Foundry is good. Pentad Prism is good. Crop Rotation is good. Thirst for Knowledge is actually played, I think, so you could pull that out if you want to. Definitely Mishra's Bauble. Mishra's Bauble is one of the best uncommons from the set. Dark Steel for sure.
okay, and do we know of any commons that are things that we should be pulling?
I'll do a quick scan here.
I mean, obviously the mine tower and
Yeah, certainly the lands there. Most valuable common in the set. The Urza's lands are definitely the most valuable ones. They're about $1.50 a piece.
okay.
Past that, Chromatic Star, Everflowing Chalice, and Brainstorm. And other than that, I don't really think there's anything. The commons from this set aren't great. Ancient Stirrings, too, I would pull out.
Okay.
And past that, there's not a lot. You get to Pyrite Spell Bombs if you really want to be getting down there, but most of it's not a great set for commons.
No, I mean,
it just really is.
Most of the master sets aren't, though, right?
Yeah, it's true. They're not great. They really aren't. It is. You wish they'd print lightning bolts and stuff, and at least makes it
Yeah, you always hope
worthwhile
that-
for you, but they usually don't. I think you've pulled out most of the value. You definitely want to get the Urza lands out of there.
Right, that's what I'm doing now.
You want to get.
The brainstorms, and the chromatic stars, and the Everflowing Chalices.
But other than that, Ancient Stirrings. Other than that, I don't think there's any commons. I mean, Mirror Retriever is sometimes played in Affinity and stuff. So, a Braid is sometimes played.
$19.
But none of these cards are gonna excite the casual.
That second box was.
Yeah, the second box was much larger than the first box. In fact, the second box probably paid back the 4 VIP, or really close to it. The distance between what the VIP gave us and what we spent, I think, was most.
Well, what would be interesting is to do a follow-up, just a little post-mortem in about a week, and tell people what's sold and what's been,
Yeah, that's a good
what
idea.
you've been selling and what hasn't been from this. I think it's certainly been a worthwhile experience. I think your viewers will be lucky to get the advance word that boxes are
Definitely the way
a
it goes.
good
Yeah,
good bet, and VIP packs are not.
Yeah, I think the boxes were, because there are double the number of rares and foils. I think the boxes definitely work great. Like, they easily, even the one that was kind of low, it still made its money back, you know.
Yes. Absolutely.
What about expedition maps?
They're worth a bit. They're always worth $1 or $2
Yeah.
as they're played in. Let's see, expedition maps right now. Yeah, like $1.50.
Okay.
And the foiled ones are going to be particularly in demand always because people like them for Tron decks.
For charm decks?
Tron.
Oh, Tron. Yeah.
Tron is, without expedition map, it's arguable that Tron might not be a deck.
Oh, okay.
Expedition map lets you, it's a 1-drop artifact, and you pay 2 and you tap and sacrifice it to go search for a land and put that in your hand, any land.
Oh, and if there's only one land in your deck, then you can get the one that you need.
It's the best and easiest way to get Tron cards.
Oh, I see what you're saying, because they can go get the power plant and the tower and the mine.
Yeah, well, you can go get the one you don't get in your hand.
Right, the third piece, whichever one it is, you can go get automatically.
Well, it's not uncommon to start a Tron hand with only 1 Tron part. So.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see, because the expedition map only takes 1, and then you just have to have 2 mana to get it.
Well, the way Green Tron works, which is the most popular Tron, is it runs Expedition Map and it runs Ancient Stirrings and Sylvan Scrying. And so you have literally 12 slots in your deck that hopefully go search for a Tron land for you.
Right. I see that.
And it turns out that when you have 24, outs on getting Tron pieces, that's way better than 12.
Huh, strange that 24 is better than 12.
Yes, well, I mean, we all remember that originally there was no 4-card limit on cards in your deck, right?
Right, yeah.
Do we all remember that the first ever Magic tournament had no restriction on the number of cards that could be, that you could literally, and that they literally sorted the contestants into 2 categories, which was decks that are capable of a first turn kill and decks that we don't think are capable of winning this tournament. That's an actual thing that they did.
Yeah, it was.
I'm not sure it was the best decision, but literally, the winning, I do believe the winning deck from that tournament was something like, 15 Lotuses, 15 Channels, 15 Fireballs, and 15 Mountains.
Yeah, it was just Channel Fireball, yeah. All right, so we pulled, it looks like we pulled 3 full sets of the Urza lands. So that's cool.
That's wonderful.
Yeah. And that doesn't count the foils, so we got some foils of Foil Mine. Man, we got that foil Lightning Axe, though. That thing really, it just is gorgeous. And I'm not even being facetious. It really is just a beautiful card.
Well, there you go, Bob. That one's for you.
I made
saw all the other ones, but that one's for you.
It makes me feel better about this whole thing. Like I'm okay because I got this gorgeous looking card.
Right.
I've been called bad names before, but I don't care because I have a foil lava axe.
All is right with the world because Bob has a foiled lava axe.
Lightning axe. I don't believe
Lightning
lava
axe.
axes in this.
Is it Lightning axe? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's gorgeous.
And so are you, Bob.
Gorgeous. It's so gorgeous.
Did you see that we sold the Ice Age deck?
Oh, we did?
Yeah.
Did you hear that, Andrew? We sold the Ice Age starter deck.
Wonderful.
That's hilarious.
Mm-hmm. I just want to give a shout out to a few more cards that you did not pull, but which are good buys from this deck,
Okay.
or from this set. Death Shadow is a card that's been $10 to $15 historically, currently selling for about $3.
Death
It's
Shadow.
the centerpiece of a deck called Death Shadow,
Oh,
bizarrely enough.
Death Shadow deck.
And then Meddling Mage. I don't believe we saw one of those. One of the mainstays of Humans used to be $20, currently $2. It's a card that lets you, as long as Meddling Mage is in play, you can name a card, and that card cannot be played.
Wow.
And what, did we get one O-Stone here today?
We did get
One
no
Oblivion
stone.
Stone?
Yeah.
Oblivion Stone is another card that used to be $20, and it's $2.50 right now. So just want to make sure people know about these, you know, very, very good buys that are, you know, used to cost you, you know, $60 to $80 to get a play set of, and you can get a play set of for under $10.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm just going through and all of the.
And Glimmer Void, of course, is the star of that little set.
Yeah, Glimmer Void.
Cards that, because Glimmer Voids used to be $40, and now
Right.
they're going to $2. So
Another $2.
I want my $2.
And there's a good chance that they'll go back up, you think?
no, not right now, because the deck that they have been played in, Affinity, has lost precedence to Hardened Scales Affinity. What I think is that they are good enough that they will see play in a deck again someday, and that when that happens, there's a chance of them going to, you know, $10 to $20 a piece,
When they see play.
because easily they're a $10 to $20 card in play value.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. The ones that I think are going to go up from this set are probably the Swords. You didn't see a Karn Liberated, which is the Planeswalker that underpins Tron, along with
Right.
Ugin. Karn Liberated is about $30, and he was about 50 to 70 before this, so
So
he's going to go up. Dark Confidant is, which you didn't see, is going to go up. He's $30 right now, and was, you know, another $50 to $70 card. Stoneforge Mystic is probably going to go up.
and we did see one of those, right?
Mm-hmm. We didn't see an Ensnaring Bridge. I would expect that those are good ones to, that those might go up. We didn't see a Trinisphere. Those are $15 and have been as high as, I think, 25 to 30 before. We didn't see a Batterskull. Those are likely to go up. And I think those are the essentials.
The ones that are likely to go up.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, the doubling season might. The Swords are
Yeah, the
certainly
Swords
good
are
candidates for
definitely
that.
on my list to watch.
Imperial Recruiter, possibly, which is a legacy card that's, you know, was historically at one point like $90, but mostly because of rarity, and it's not on the reserve list, so that one's a little more dubious.
Yeah, with the way that they're reprinting things, like
We didn't see a Chrome Mox. Those may or may not go up. Those are, you know, any Mox is a good thing to hold on to as a Magic card as a general rule.
So the one thing I did notice is that we didn't get in the VIP boxes. They don't guarantee you 2 mythics and 2 rares. They guarantee you 4 rares. So it's a little different. I was thinking that they guaranteed the mythics, but they do not.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah.
It is
Okay.
interesting.
Well, I think that we are just about to the point where we are done for today, other than putting cards into the system. So,
And at some point, I'm going to update with a list, hopefully, of the values of each box, box 1, box 2, the VIPs.
yeah, we'll be able to do,
I was trying to work on it, but my spreadsheet kept crashing, and
yeah. Because I think the value of box 1 was somewhere in the 250 to 290 range.
maybe a little bit more.
Okay, and the value of box 2 was definitely well over 300.
Well over.
It was the 320 to 350 range. But we'll have more of that. So if you're watching out there online, thank you. We appreciate your views. We do all kinds of weird things here at the Foxhole. This just happens to be one of the things that I enjoy doing. If you want to purchase any of these cards and you have watched this video, we will actually give you a discount on your orders of TCG Player if you send us a message after you make your order. So that's kind of a big deal, but you wouldn't know that unless you're actually watching this. So there it is. Any last words from you, Andrew?
No, just thanking you for letting me be here today. I think I'll bid you and your watchers happy gaming. And
All right.
I'll see you next time.
All right. Have a good day, everybody. Thank you, Andrew. We appreciate you. Bye.